Hello everybody, I'm Barry Cofield, the owner here at D1 Orlando. I'm here for a very exciting and important announcement. Sitting here with Taylor Scott. He's the founder and owner of the Trench Academy that's based in Tampa. And I want to announce a partnership, something that I think that can last for years to come. And we're jump-starting it here May 2nd with a one-day camp. I'm going to hand it off to Taylor to kind of let him talk about his vision. The Trench Academy, everything that it means is something that's very close to my heart. O-line, D-line, trench play, the heart of football, the heart of any team, what really dictates who wins championships, who wins Super Bowls, who wins the high school state championship. It's all based on that work that's done in the trenches, something that I did for 10 years professionally. Taylor's an expert. He's bringing his brand, his mantra, his energy here to Orlando. I'm very excited to have him, and I'm gonna let him take it away.
Hey, thanks, Barry. Really appreciate that. We couldn't be more excited about expanding our trench program that we built in Tampa over the last 6 years over here at D1 Orlando, and being able to impact this community and these athletes and this high school and middle school football. Like Barry said, one of the most important parts of the game of football is in the trench. That's where the game is typically won and lost. But the reality is when it comes to the off season, not a lot of young football players work on their craft throughout the season. 7-on-7 is something that's kind of taken over the entire country when it comes to young football development, to where most kids are even starting out doing 7-on-7 with flag football before they even get to full contact. And so from a very early age, these kids in the trench don't truly get to learn their craft. We want to be able to help create better linemen and more recruitable athletes from all levels, ultimately getting it to points where these kids are learning the proper fundamentals, techniques, hand placements, and the types of training that these guys get from college and in the pros. The biggest thing we look for is in Tampa. With our program, we've been around for 6 years. We've had over 220 kids sign Division I scholarships out of our program. We train tons of college athletes, and we train a lot of NFL guys, and we're known for developing linemen. And being able to come over here at this incredible facility with these incredible coaches and putting together an awesome trench team in Orlando and bringing the success that we've had in Tampa to this market is something we couldn't be more excited about. It all kicks off on May 2nd with a one-day camp. Once we get done with May 2nd, we're going to have ongoing academies where these kids are able to come in consistently year-round and get lineman training, whether it's in season, off season, winter, summer, spring ball. It doesn't matter. If you want to be a great lineman, you've always got to find time to work on that craft. And Trench brings that protocol and that system and the resources that your son will need in order to take his game to that kind of level. So couldn't be more excited about what we're about to kick off here. May 2nd, spots are very limited. We're only taking 60 kids total, so we'll only take about 30 offensive linemen, 30 defensive linemen. We'll have a bunch of coaches here. It'll be very intimate, very one-on-one experience, and we're going to learn a ton. So look forward to that.
We say trench, we mean O-line, D-line, D-tackle, edge rushers, tight ends, anybody who puts their hand in the ground ever, puts their foot, their nose near that ball, wants to affect the play, wants to dominate, wants to win, wants to be a leader. This is where you belong. And talking a little trash, man, when I think O-line, D-line, I'm from Ohio.
Yep.
I think Big Ten football.
Yep.
I think we're physical in the trenches. I think Texas, they got big boys. You think Florida, you think speed.
Right.
You think athletes, you think a little bit more finesse, but we really want to show, which I've learned by being here, that we're playing good O-line play, good D-line play, physical, talented, well-coached linemen are coming out of Florida too. So we're trying to change that whole narrative. Also, Tampa. They got kids coming from Tampa. Orlando, I'm reaching out. We got to represent. I've been talking trash to Taylor. I say Orlando is a better football area, better than Tampa. We're going to find out. We're going to come out here and compete. There's going to be some one-on-one drills at the end.
Absolutely.
It's not all about running over bags and doing all the cute stuff that anybody can do. We want to see what you actually can do. We want to see what you do when you line up across from the man. Can you beat him? Can you win? Can you help win games? Can you get after that quarterback? Can you protect your quarterback? Whatever it takes. Those are things that are important when it comes to winning football games. And this is just the start for what I think can be a very fruitful, effective, beneficial, and the type of relationship that can really boost a lot of kids looking for scholarships, like you said.
Absolutely.
So 7-on-7, but they have these blind camps now where you go do these one-on-ones.
Right.
Kids don't know how to do it.
Yep.
They can lift the gym.
Yep.
They're pretty fast for offensive linemen.
Yep.
They can flip a tire. But what are they going to do when I line you up against somebody and you put all that work in and then you lose your one-on-one pass rush, you don't show up in the drills, and then your name moves down that ranking system, down that leaderboard, and your goals are slipping away from you.
Yeah.
And that's where you guys come in.
Exactly. I mean, parents, if there's one piece of advice that we could give you, if your son is a lineman, whether it's at the middle school level or the high school level, is we have to teach these kids how to camp. These big camps that come down the pipe, these are the number one things that college scouts and college coaches are looking for nowadays, is actual technique and fundamentals. It's not just big people beat up little people anymore. That's not the way it works. It's getting it down to the point to where, does your kid understand pre-snap reads? Does he understand how to get off the ball? Does he understand how to use his hands and use leverage and have inside hand placement? These are all the things that they will learn through these camps. But one thing that these kids and these parents have got to understand is that it's not something that we just learn on a weekend. We're doing a one-day camp to intro this program. But let me tell you, we're not going to completely change your kid forever off of one day. It's an ongoing system, and that's what makes the trench so different. It's not like, oh, we'll just travel him over here, we'll travel him over there, and he'll get with these coaches for 1 or 2 days, and then he'll leave a complete product. You're never a complete product. If you want to be a great lineman, you have to work on your craft day in and day out all the time. Everyone knows if you have a son that's a quarterback, he's going to need outside quarterback training. He's going to need to throw. He's going to need to study if he wants to play at that high level. And at the end of the day, we want our trench athletes playing chess when everyone else is playing checkers. We want the answers to the test. And ultimately, if these kids want to get to that college ranking level, they've got to be able to go to these high competitive camps and produce and put it on tape and put it on film. The cool part about what we're going to be doing this camp is we will do some one-on-one competition. I'm excited to see my Tampa guys come out here and show these Orlando guys how to put it to work. But at the end of the day, we are going to film everything we put down. We'll put that film and we'll make it available. We're not going to post it all over the internet. We're going to make it available to you for coaching tape. And that's the idea. One thing that we do that's so great in the trenches as the program goes is we film everything we do. And that's where these kids learn the most. A lot of kids don't realize, a lot of parents don't realize that when you get to college and when you get to the NFL, you spend most of your time watching tape than doing anything else. And that's where you truly learn about yourself and truly learn the fundamentals of the game, which is why we film every single thing that we do year round and we study it constantly. So the idea is just, honestly, it's like going to an academy. It's like getting involved in a community that's just built around developing linemen, which, as we know, one of the most important parts of the game. So couldn't be more excited about getting down here and getting after it and seeing this Orlando talent.
One big thing about the trench that I really love for certain is it's made to supplement what you're already doing.
Absolutely.
You're not trying to take the offensive line coach's job. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel, rewrite the book. You let us know what you need to work on. You let us know how your coach does it. We want to enhance that. It's about making your coach's job easier.
Yep.
Your offensive line is about making your quarterback's life easier.
Exactly.
Trust me, every quarterback out there, your O-line, you should be sending them to this trench academy, all right? Every defensive lineman, you should be here trying to get after that quarterback. Every defensive back, what makes your life easier? Sacks, pressured quarterbacks. So this is for the linemen, but everybody on that football field should be encouraging those big guys that get a little bit lazy sometimes. Not us, but some big guys known to get a little bit lazy. Encourage those guys, get them out here. They're going to make your life easier. Fridays, Saturdays, this fall, when someone's holding up that trophy, when someone's in that top 25 ranking in the local paper, you'll know why. There'll be a common thread. It's already true in Tampa, like you told me.
Absolutely.
Some of the best, the brightest, the best players, the most scholarships, they're all coming out of that Tampa trench.
Right.
And we want to recreate that here in Orlando.
Well, and I can tell you, if there's one thing I want to leave you guys with, it's the statistic that I'm the most proud of, and it's the one that I've gotten incredible feedback from, not from parents, not from players, but from actual college coaches and college scouts. Is that of those 220 some odd kids that have signed college scholarships out of this program, over 75% of those athletes do not redshirt as freshmen. That means they go in ready to play. They're mentally ready, they're physically ready, and they're technically ready, and that's what the trench is. This is not, for you guys that are used to like high school or youth camps, or if this is not a high school camp, this is not a youth camp. This is a college-style program that is offered to high school and youth football players. So at the end of the day, this is not for everybody. As much as we want everyone to know, this is only for the people that are willing to do whatever it takes to get their craft better and to become a better football player. If you have dreams, we want you to turn those dreams into goals. And the difference between a dream and a goal is a goal has a plan, right? If you want to make that dream into a goal and make that dream into a reality, then you put a plan with that goal and you execute that plan every day. And that's what the trench is. The trench is the plan that you can follow in order to go through your journey and ultimately accomplish your dream.
So I dusted off my cleats, guys. They've been in my garage. I dusted them off. I'm so excited about May 2nd. I'm sorry. Yeah, May 2nd.
May 2nd.
May 2nd. May 2nd. That's a Sunday.
Yep, Sunday.
No excuses. No other sports. I don't want to hear about your homework. We need you here May 2nd. Bright and early. We're ready to work. I'm excited about May 2nd, but this is something to continue.
Yep.
Continue through the summer. Something to build. That's just the start, but we want to get that competition going.
Yep.
Get the excitement going. Carry it through the summer, and you know, we want to build state champions this fall. Those state champions become collegiate athletes, and then the sky's the limit from there. So
100%. You're going to learn, you're going to have fun, and ultimately you're going to find out what it takes to truly be a lineman in this camp. From the offensive side, defensive side, even my tight ends, my outside linebackers, anybody that's got to put their hand in the dirt and get physical, understand you've got to have that right mindset, but you got to be armed with the tools to be successful, and that's what this is going to do.